5 years ago, or 4 years ago, the Downton Abbey era seemed to be over. How does it feel to be back?
Oh, I hated it. Every minute. Oh, no. It was fabulous. Fabulous to come back again. Very, very exciting. I hope it continues. I didn't want it to end the first time round. And then when we did the movie, that was all very exciting. And then it was over as well.
But the movie, I watched it and it feels like there might be another one.
Well, I'm with you there. I think it could. And it should, most definitely. I'd sign on for it straight away.
Are you here for dinner, Mama? It's a buffet.
Well, I'm not changed.
You just need to take off your hat.
You talk as if that were easy.
I want every surface in this house to gleam and sparkle.
The post's just arrived, my lord. Heavens. What is it? The King and Queen are coming to stay.
What?
Here we go.
What does Downton Abbey mean to you?
It's been such a wonderful job to do, and not just because of the success of it, but the fact that I've made some great chums out of the show, and that's important in life as well as the work you do. But for it to be recognised globally, it's just phenomenal, actually, and still quite difficult to believe that people from China know who you are. You know, it seems impossible, really, but no, I love it.
At what point did you realise how huge Downton Abbey became?
Well, I suppose mainly it sort of stemmed from the States taking it to their bosom and loving it, and then when they started, giving it it got an Emmy Awards and Golden Globe nominations and this, and I thought, wow, they really are going for it in a big way. And then all the fan mail that you would get, and then when we went to America to do some pre-publicity before they showed the next season, they showed it in January. I don't know when you had it here in Germany. Which time of the year you showed it?
Oh, I don't know yet. I think half a year after it was.
Was it? Right. So we would have it in September in Britain, and then we would go and do the pre-publicity for America in December, and they'd show it in the January. And so we would go there, and then it was like we were the Beatles or something, all these screaming fans, and it was, and we had to have our security. Which is a joke, really, But yeah, and they would all get dressed up as their favourite characters and come and see. Yeah, it was extraordinary how excited they got about it. But lovely too. And when Americans like something, they let you know, big time. Unlike in Britain, they would say, oh yes, I rather enjoyed that. Yes, lovely. Or not, is the case probably.
For the last 3 days, we've been going all around New York City, meeting all types of people, and they are just ecstatic to see the tea truck, and they absolutely love the show.
The tea is very good.
It's the official beverage of Downton Abbey.
Somebody told us that she flew in from Texas just for the tea truck.
My favorite Downton Abbey character is Mary. I just love Maggie Smith.
Oh, how refreshing.
Lord Grantham.
Anna and
Mr. Bates.
I feel like I want to stand up for Mrs. Patmore.
Oh, my God.
I love Tom.
My favorite's Carson.
Ida. Poor Ida.
It's nice to see you.
It's great the other way.
Wait.
Between upstairs, downstairs, who cares? Outside, inside, I love it.
Just don't want it to ever end.
New Yorkers love Downton Abbey.
I've read that there was a fan who tattooed your chain, like your keychain, on her hip.
Yep. Is it? She did. It's true. I've seen it.
Because nobody's gonna hear me. Could you just tell the story?
Oh yes, very quickly. Yes, I was with my husband. He was at a Comic-Con. A Comic-Con, do you know what those are? Comic-Con, where people get dressed up like Star Wars characters. I mean, amazing. It was in Atlanta, in Georgia. Absolutely amazing. 60,000 people descend on it. So we were there, and I just went along with my husband for the ride. And this couple, what were they dressed as that day? I think they were zombies from some movie or other. And she said, Are you Phyllis Logan? Are you Mrs. Hughes? And I went, yes, this zombie and her husband, another zombie. I was like, yeah. And she said, oh, we love Downton Abbey. We absolutely love Downton Abbey. In fact, we've brought our costumes with us because at night we become Mr. Carson and Mrs. Hughes. And I was like, really? Talking to these zombies. And I said, that's extraordinary. And she said, in fact, she lifted up her shirt and she had tattooed on her hip my keys, my chatelaine. And I went, that's a bit extreme. And I said, oh, you've got it on the wrong side. And then I felt bad about that, but I couldn't think what else to say. Anyway, so yeah, that was weird. But I've subsequently met her too. She's a lovely woman. I really like her. And they've got a baby now who they get dressed up as zombie and takes to these Comic-Con. So, I mean, it's all to the good.
That's amazing. Okay, we're done. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.